everyone. Very important concept today, relative velocity. You all are familiar with this thing. Whenever you move out of your house in any vehicle, you observe different vehicles moving with respect to you. So how fast a vehicle is with respect to you and how faster are you with respect to the other vehicle. This concept is called as relative velocity, right? So when we are talking about with respect to, so that means we are talking about the frame of reference. So here we need to understand a point which is called as frame of reference. Frame of reference in simple words is nothing but the place where the observer is situated. So you can say observer is there in the frame of the reference, right? So when we are talking about the frame of reference, the observer is in the frame of reference. Now let's take an example when your buses start from your school, right? So we can consider the initial position as the reference point, and that point is your school, suppose. That is your reference point, which we consider as origin, and for your familiarity with this thing, we are using this origin as your school, right? Your buses start from your school. What happens is that they start moving along a straight line. See, in this particular topic which we are studying today, we are considering about the relative velocity in straight line. So we are considering our road to be straight, no turns, right? So we are considering one bus starts and the other bus starts, and this is your straight road, right? And on this road, suppose bus A is at position X, A at point at time t is equal to 0. That means when we have started our clock, the time here is 0. We started our clock here. So when we started the clock, we are considering that time t is 0. So when we started our clock, bus A has reached this point, but our bus B had already reached this point, right, which is at position XB with respect to your school, right? Now let's take a few common observations that if you are sitting in a bus, right, before we proceed to the technical points, let's understand this, that these buses are moving parallel to each other. Both are moving on the same straight line. This is A, this is B, right? So an observer in A is suppose this, an observer in B is suppose this, right? If both are moving with same velocity along the same straight line, what will happen? The B will appear to be stationary with respect to A and A will appear to be stationary with respect to B. So you can say that B with respect to A is stationary, right? And A with respect to B is also stationary. Why so? Because both are moving with the same velocity. Now what happens if this bus A is moving at a faster speed? So you can say that VA is greater than VB, right? Then suppose this bus crosses bus B, which is at a smaller, which is moving at a smaller velocity. So you can say that here you have observer A in bus A, here this is observer B in bus B. So bus A will appear to be faster than v. It is already faster than v. But whatever velocity this b will feel that this bus A has will be lesser than the actual velocity. Right? So it will not be same as the velocity VA. It will be different from this velocity which this person B feels. So that means B feels A is faster, but he feels that VA he feels that its velocity is less than its actual velocity VA. Right? Now, suppose we have another observer C at the ground. This is stationary. Right? Now this observer is observing both the buses, A and B both, and if he looks at A and B, he feels velocity of A same as VA and velocity of B same as VB. Why? Because he is stationary. Right? Now, why this phenomena is observed, how this happens, that is because of relative motion between the two objects. Here also relative motion, here also relative motion, here also relative motion between B and C, relative motion between A and C, relative motion between A and B. So what is relative velocity? Whenever there is a relative motion between the observer and the object moving, then we have a velocity which appears to be different from the actual velocity, individual velocity of that body. So relative velocity is the term which is used when there is a relative motion between the observer and the object being observed. Right? So this was just to explain the concept. So that means if both are moving with the same velocity, the observer in first will appear to be stationary with respect to the second, and observer in second will appear to be stationary with respect to the first. That's what I wanted to tell you here. Now then, let's move to the technical aspects. Let's derive those technical aspects using the concepts which you already know. Right? So if we look at this is very easy for you to understand. Like two buses start from school. Right? Bus A has reached first point, so we can mark this as stop 1. We can mark it as stop 1, and we can mark the position of B as stop 2. So when our clock started, A has reached here and B has reached here. So what is the separation between the two? Initial separation means at time t is equal to 0. What is the separation between the two? XB at 0 minus XA at 0. So this is the separation between the two buses. Now time passes by, right? And then what happens is that A reaches somewhere here, right? And B reaches here. Right? So now let's see. Suppose this is your mall 1, this is your mall 2. Right? Now what is this? This is the final position at time t is equal to t. So you can say that this is the final position of bus B and this is the final position of bus A. Now if we look at their position now, right, what will be the new position with respect to the school? If we look at with respect to the school, this will be the position of bus A at time t. respect to the school, right? And this will be the position of bus B at time t with respect to the school, right? So what can you say about the final separation between the buses? Final separation between the buses is x b at time t minus x a at time t. This diagram is very important to understand because you have to understand what is the initial separation between the two and what is the final separation between the two. So this shows your final separation between the two buses. This is xbt minus xat. Now if I want to write the expressions for velocity for the individual cases of the buses, if we talk about bus A, right? So what is the formula for velocity? Displacement. That means final position of bus A at time t minus initial position of bus A, that is at time 0, and the time interval, that means final time minus initial time. So this gives us VA into T is equal to XA into XA at time t minus XA at time 0, right? So final position of A minus initial position of A is equal to VA into T. Similarly for bus B also we can write down the similar formula. Velocity of B is equal to final position of B at time t minus initial position of B at time 0 upon final time minus initial time. So this will give us xb, that is final position of B at time t minus initial position at time 0 for B is equal to VB into T, right? So at time t we can write this equation for bus B. So these are our two equations. If we subtract the first equation from the second minus first, what will it give? This is x b t, right? Let's write one extra step so that it is easy for you to understand. So this is left side minus left side. So I will write this second term and then minus first term. This will be xa at time t minus xa at time 0. This will be equal to VB minus VA into T, right? So if you look at this beta, so we can rearrange it. This will be XB at time t minus XA at time t minus XB at time 0 plus, this is minus minus plus, plus XA at time 0, right? So if we look at this, we can write down we can take minus common from here and this will give us minus common. I can write down here, this is XB at 0 minus XA at 0, and this is called as VBA, that is relative velocity of B with respect to A, right? So if you look at this, XBT minus XAT, what is that? XBT minus XAT, what is that? This is what? This is the final separation between A and B. So this is what? Final separation, right? And if we look at this term, XB naught minus XA naught, this is what? This is the initial separation. So final separation minus initial separation is equal to velocity of B related to velocity of A into time. This VBA is called relative velocity of B with respect to A, right? Because A and B are in relative motion with respect to each other, right? I hope you understood. We will take the next step after rubbing the board, right? So from here, we can write down and infer some important relations, right? So if you look at this, I can write this in language, right? Final separation minus initial separation is equal to velocity of B with respect to A, or I'll write it like this only. Velocity of B with respect to A into time, right? So what with respect to A, this velocity VBA is equal to velocity of B relative to A, right? Let's take different cases with the help of the graphs and we'll understand different situations for that, right? So case 1, right? And here we are studying this graphically, right? So we can say, here we can mention this is VB minus VA, and here we are discussing graphically, right? So we can simply write down discussion with the help of graphs. So we are taking different cases, right? So let's take case 1. Case 1 is that if VA is equal to VB, right? So that means if we are saying that VA is equal to VB, that means if your school is here, origin here, this is A, this is B, right? If both are moving with same velocity, what will happen? We are talking about uniform velocity case. So how to find the velocity from position time graph? Slope of position time graph gives velocity. We know that, right? And we have to draw both the graphs for relative motion case. Now if we look at this, and let's take a case when this V is ahead. B is ahead of A initially. So B is ahead of A initially. What does that mean? Let's suppose this is origin. This A is here and B is here, and here time t is 0 and here time t is 0. Remember the previous figure which we have discussed. So if we have A over here and if we have B over here, and if we are saying that the velocities of both are equal, that means slope of A is equal to slope of B. So that means what will be the shape of the graph? This. Now if we look at the expression, what will be the expression? If we mark this as equation 3, right? So from 3, we can analyze it that this is what? between the two is equal to VP minus VA. So this is what? VP minus VA into T. So if VP is equal to VA, so we can say that 0 into T. Why? Since VB minus VA is equal to 0, if VB is equal to VA, right? So if we solve this, important result over here, if we solve this, this minus this, final separation is equal to the initial separation. This is shifted here, so this becomes positive. So final separation is equal to initial separation means if two people are sitting in the bus, one in A and one in B, so they will appear to be stationary to each other, but the separation will remain constant. Both have relative velocity 0, but both are moving with constant same velocity, right? So what is VBA? So VBA means, you must have understood, the velocity of B as observed by A. Velocity of B relative to A means as observed by A. So this is velocity of B relative to A means velocity of B as observed by A, an observer in A. I hope you understood, right? So now let's move on to the second and the third case, right? So I'll not rub this equation. The only thing which I need to rub is the upper portion, right? So this is now we are taking the next case when the velocity of A is greater than velocity of B, right? So we know that B is already ahead in this case. So that means if we are saying the second case, that velocity of A is greater than velocity of B. Now let's take the graph. This is position, this is time. B is already ahead. Just recall, this is your school, this is your A, and this is your B at time t is equal to 0, and this is also at time t is equal to 0. It is already ahead, right? So its position is ahead. So this is at your position, closer to the school, and B is already away. It has moved away. Now VB is greater, so its slope will be, sorry, VA is greater, so its slope will be more. So we can say that its slope will be this, right? And its slope is less. So this is the graph for this case, right? Now if you look at this graph, B was already ahead, but the velocity of B is less. So A overtakes this. Suppose this is time t1 and this is the position x1, suppose. So you can say here, very important thing here is that B, sorry, A is greater now, so A overtakes B at t1 second and x1 position with respect to origin or school in this case. Right? So that means if it continues to move, VA is greater. So at this position, A overtakes B, and at this time is T1 here, and this is what? This is position X1. Right? So when this time is there, so it has overtaken taken this B, which was already ahead, right? So let's take the third case. Third case is, if before discussing the third case, let's discuss this with formula also. So if you look at the formula, this is XBT minus XAT. This is final separation between the two buses minus initial separation. So this is initial separation between the buses, and this is equal to VA is greater now. So this is VB minus VA into T. So or you can say that VA is greater than VB. So VB minus VA is equal to negative. So this is VB minus VA negative means velocity of B relative to A. What does this mean? That observer in A feels that B is moving back. So this means very important result here. So this is negative. So negative shows observer in A. This is related to A now. So observer in A feels that B is moving backwards. Important point to be understood here. Okay. So that means when this is overtaking, so this B feels, this observer in A feels when this is overtaking that B is moving back. Right. So if we look at the third case will be that if VB is greater than VA. So we look at the third case. So the third case is VB is greater than VA, and we already know that this is the origin, this is A bus, and this is B bus. This is time t is equal to 0. So at initial point B is already ahead of A. So VB is greater. So you know very well, if I am backward, someone is in front of me and that person is running faster than me, will I be able to catch it? Will I be able to meet that? No. So that means when this is already running fast and this is already forward, so they will never meet. So if we look at the graph, what will be our graph like? The graph will be like this. This is seconds, this is meters. Now velocity of B is greater than A, and we know that the position of B is already ahead. So the slope of B will be more and slope of A will be less. So VB is greater than VA. So that means slope of B is greater than slope of A. So they will never meet. And if you want to solve using that formula, so we can write down final separation minus initial separation is equal to VBA into T. Now here, since VB is greater, so this is positive. So we can say that VBA is VB minus VA, and this is positive. And this means this is what? Velocity of B relative to A. So you can say that the observer in A feels B is moving forward. So this is about these graphs when these buses are moving in the forward direction only. Let's take the last case, that when these two buses are moving in opposite direction. Right? So let's take that example also. So if we have this origin, right? So this is suppose point A and this is point B. So A is moving this forward direction and B is moving in backward direction. Say for example, so we are taking this fourth case. Both buses moving in opposite directions. So that may be the case when your bus is moving away from the school, or you can say the bus A is moving away from the school and bus B is returning from somewhere to the school. So this is the initial position A, right? And this is the initial position of B. So we are just discussing this case with respect to graph here. This is X, this is T. We know that the position of B is already more as compared to A, right? With respect to the school. So this is B, this is A. A is moving forward, positive slope, right? B is moving backward, negative slope. Now this relative slope decides how much will be the relative velocity. So this is positive slope for A as it is moving forward, right? And negative, this is for B and this is A. So the negative slope for B as it is moving in opposite direction. Now here they will cross each other somewhere, right? So this is the point where they cross each other. So this is the time t1 and this is the position x1. So both cross each other at t1 seconds and x1 position with respect to school, right? I hope you understood these concepts. See, we are moving according to the NCERT because people say that NCERT is not easy to understand. But what I feel is that you must make it a habit of learning NCERT. That's why I am trying to make all the videos strictly according to your NCERT. Thank you so much. That's all.